Hello and welcome back to our HIP Republic of Ireland campaign. In our last episode, we successfully defended ourselves against Duhuerth over here. She, of course, was trying to make us into a tributary. And we actually took her to 100% and took some money off of her instead. So that was pretty good. And we also conquered the County of Oriel on behalf of our vassal here. Which gives us one more county towards forming the kingdom title, though of course we still have plenty more to do before we can actually form that title. And we're kind of out of easy targets to attack with our Merchant Republic CBs because nobody has built any trade posts in any of the other Irish counties. Of course we haven't built any, so I'm not just blaming the other patricians for it. But we can't go ahead and build any immediately because we're at our trade post limit. Though we are looking at increasing this by building the Grand Palace, though that will be quite a while before it's complete. We should probably then go ahead and try to fabricate a claim somewhere, maybe. And if we were to take one of these counties, we could then form the Duchy of Ulster and take the second one. So that might be worth doing. On the other hand, we'll probably be able to take these at some point because some people will build trade posts in here, so it might be better to just take an inland county by doing that. So maybe we could go for this one. Or here. I guess it probably doesn't matter too much. We'll just... oh, our master is already fabricating claims from before. Well, I guess we are limited to adjacent counties anyway. Alright, I think we'll take Tyrone and then take the fourth county in this duchy with the du jour claim. Assuming that this gets done at some point, though Donald Dove is a pretty good ambassador, so he should get it done. 25% chance yearly. Hopefully before we die, because we did also pick up the infirm trait in the last episode, so our health is not as good as it was. Though we do still have our faithful hunting dog and the extra health from our hunting focus too. And speaking of good old Donald Dove, he's inviting us to another carousing party, which of course we will attend. Looks like these guys are at war with each other. Du jour war over Leitrim. Right, so he has the Duchy of Connacht, which is du jour over both of those counties, actually. I don't feel too well, something is wrong with me, so we're going to be ill as well as infirm and stressed. So that's an additional -2. Kind of surprised we didn't die immediately, but maybe I'm just overly paranoid about it. And a grandson was born who is fertile. Okay. Named after us. Not quite sure what to make of that, but that's okay. And we have another grandson who needs an education focus. He's willful, curious, and haughty. Let's see, willful will be good for martial. Not so good for diplomacy. I guess it's going to be martial then. Looks like Connacht is going to win their war. Okay, we recovered from our illness. And we've arrived at Donald's rooms for some drinking and partying. Probably some board games, if I know Donald. Well, we suggested it to him, apparently. Let's play. And we may be infirm, but we can still win against Donald, it seems. A large warehouse belonging to your family at the docks in Dublin has caught fire. The dock workers have formed human chains and are passing buckets of water between each other to put the flames out before the fire has a chance to spread, but a lot of valuable goods have already been lost. Well, 50 gold isn't really a big deal to us. this point. The reveling and carousing is over for now. Time to get back to real life. Let's see if we can maybe lose stressed. And we did, okay. So maybe we'll live a bit longer. This guy has finished his education in our dungeons. Alright. Can we ransom him? Sure, we'll take 10 gold. So I suppose we could declare some other kind of offensive war while we're waiting for our claim to get fabricated. But I don't really want to seize any cities over here outside of Ireland. And I don't think we have CVs on anybody else neighboring us. Well, I guess we can always declare war on people to make them tributaries. So there's no reason not to do that on... Why not Duhuerth? Okay, her husband is leader of a host. Got 1,400 troops, and he is pressing his claim on the Kingdom of Navarra. Alright. So maybe that means... she's not actually participating in the war. Okay. I was hoping she might be not at home, but yeah, I like the idea of attacking her. We don't really want to seize the city, but we'll take some of her income. Now, I can't remember whether the tributary relationship gets dissolved on our death or on her death. If it's on our death, I guess it's not going to last very long, but we may as well do this anyway. Just for fun, basically. And we lost our stewards after a period of illness, okay. So, we wanted to appoint a powerful vassal. He's going to be pretty bad at the job. We're going to appoint our wife, which means not using her as a commander, and she's actually a legendary commander, so I think we want to have her keep doing that. So we'll appoint this guy instead. I think this is the random vassal that I generated giving away this castle here. So it turns out he's a genius, which is pretty good. I guess he'd be better as a marshal, but our current marshal would not be a better steward, so I think we'll just leave things as they are. Have him collect taxes. We've arrived at Donal's rooms again, okay. She has 4,000 troops here, so she actually has us outnumbered. We sieged our trade post as well. Alright, we're going to play a board game again. And we lost the game this time. Oh, well done. So our daughter is haughty, willful, and indolent. So Marshall could be okay. I guess nothing else is particularly good. So we'll go with that. So we could hire some mercenaries for this, but I guess we'll get back to real life, gain some prestige. Rosa, the wife of High Chief Crutage of Mecklenburg, has been spending a few days in Dublin. It's been a very nice experience meeting her. Maybe our peoples are not that different after all. Okay, we'll be friends with the High Chief. So yes, we could hire mercenaries to make sure that we win this war, but I'm kind of expecting Iceland to show up at some point with his usual 1,000 troops or so. So for now, I think we'll head up to Antrim and make sure that She can't come across the strait. Maybe we'll get an alliance with the High Chief here and see if he'll come and help us. Where does he live? He is coastal. Not involved in any wars right now. He won't form an alliance. If we give him 172 gold, he probably will. Let's try it. Okay. So he should automatically join our war. And let's see, he has 5,000 troops, so if he does come over to help, we should be able to win pretty easily. There are rumors among my troops that supernatural forces are working against us in this war. Whether these rumors are true or not, my men are increasingly demoralized. Well, that's unfortunate. Not the end of the world, though. Looks like she's just going to go around sieging all of our trade posts again. But Iceland is on the way. Oh, he's landing down here. That's a terrible idea. Why would you do that? You should stay here and then we can go across together. It looks like we're gonna have to go over by boat, or else his army's gonna get destroyed. But also Mecklenburg is on the way over, so maybe they'll get here in time. Far more boats than we actually need, of course, but that's okay. Alright, well, Iceland is in the hills, so he does get attacked there. We're in pretty good terrain for the resulting battle, I suppose. We'll land in the next county, except not that county, because that's where Duhuerth is. Alright, Mecklenburg actually landed right next door as well, so hopefully they'll reinforce too. It looks like Iceland might not hold out long enough. Yep, we should stop. And now actually we're in danger of being attacked here, though we are in hills and we're much stronger than Iceland's army. But I think we should get back on the boats and maybe land on top of Mecklenburg here. Where we'll definitely be safe. And we may as well finish this siege and then we'll march around and try to fight her army. Hopefully Mecklenburg will come with us. So we're not going to catch her here. Unless we do this, maybe? Alright, 64% from that. And I assume she's just going to head back to her capital, so we'll go to the same place. And our courtier Alice died in battle. She was a legendary commander. And the Tradition faction is now angry. Oh, that could be bad. And Donald Dove is fighting another of our patricians in a trade war. Well, let's appoint somebody else as commander for now. And not our steward, this courtier I think will do fine. Alright, up to 79%, and now we'll just stay here and siege the capital. We can actually assault this, so let's do that. And this one. Not so much this one, though. And unfortunately, we're already capped on war score from battles, so we didn't get anything for that. But we should be able to siege this city pretty quickly. It was a city here as well, so I guess we could have just stayed where we were. But we apparently lost another commander in the meantime. Yeah, we'll appoint our daughter-in-law, I suppose. And we have dangerous factions, so this is... Let's see, the Prosperity faction? No, they were... content, at least. The Increased Council Power faction, I assume. The Tradition faction is rebellious. Alright, well, we could appoint this guy to the council. But he's terrible at everything. Except for learning. And I don't think we can appoint him as our chaplain. We'll give this guy an honorary title and see if he'll get out at least. I think we might have to appoint Duhuerth here onto our council, even if he's going to be terrible. Who can we fire? I really don't want a bad steward, and I don't want to fire any of the other powerful vassals. And we definitely can't appoint him as chaplain? Is that correct? We cannot. Okay. Alright, we'll just have a bad steward for a while. I suppose our income is still going to be okay. We'll have Duhuerth. Actually, if he's leading troops right now, we'll let him keep doing that. Just in case he dies. So we won our siege and got 100% in the war. Enforce our demands. So we've successfully made her into a tributary. So let's see, where does this show up as our income? $19 gold, okay, so it's not really significant compared to our other income. But it was fun, and it should teach her a lesson about trying to make us into a tribute in the future. While pondering over the guest list for the banquet, I wondered if I should invite one of my friends. Is it even a question? Our best friend in the world, come on. Of course. Crusader kings. Christian pilgrims to the Holy Land suffer all manner of abuse, and the roosts are not safe. In order to protect the pilgrims and secure Jerusalem for Christ and the faithful, His Holiness Pope Bonifacius VII has accepted the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. This signals a new era of large-scale Christian holy wars, the Crusades. Having trouble reading today for some reason, but yes, Deus Vult. We'll see where the Crusades will be called. Maybe. I rushed around trying to get everyone to work harder, not smarter, to get everything ready for the banquet. When the guests started to arrive, I waited impatiently for Lord Mayor Donaldove, but still did my best to make sure every guest felt welcome and found its designated place at my table. He was the last to arrive, but we're still glad he was there. And vice versa. Isn't that nice? And there is a new anti-pope, okay. Alright, some of our upgrades have finished, so it should improve our income. So where is a likely target for a crusade? I guess Sicily is a possible one. Anatolia, I think, as well, is a pretty highly weighted target for crusades, and it is under the control of Muslims. So that could happen. And obviously Jerusalem as well is a pretty likely one. I guess we'll have to see. Are you still leading troops? Why is he in Wexford? I guess he's in charge of his own army there. I guess we'll just have him not do that then. Collect taxes instead. Let's see how this war is going. Who is... %90 in favor of Lord Mayor Aid. Okay, so he's going to seize a trade post, I suppose. That's fine. Meanwhile, our upgrade is taking a long time because it just takes a long time. We're about halfway there, and then we'll be able to build more trade posts. Or actually, we'll probably be dead by then and no longer be the patrician, so we'll maybe be plotting to seize trade posts or attacking people over them. And our court chaplain has improved opinion with the Pope, so that's good. Though, actually we are at 10 out of 11, so we could just build another trade post. And why don't we? We could use it to get a CB over here, perhaps. These are in the Minch trade zone, which is currently controlled by whatever republic that is. So maybe expanding down into Bantry Bay would be better. So I think we'll just go and build one in Cork. We have raiders, so let's chase them away. Oh, that was the county they were in. That was definitely not what I should have done. Well, we'll get this 900 in here. Actually, no, it's not really correct to reinforce here. We should try to retreat the army. Oh, never mind. I guess we'll go in. Okay. Well, that's them taken care of one way or the other. Ooh. The King of England has declared war on us. Our armies shall meet on the field of battle. Okay, so he's got 10,000 troops to his name. No allies, but we have Mecklenburg and Iceland in on our side, so they have 5,000 and Iceland has 1 or 1,500. Meanwhile, we have almost 4,000, so we're sort of equally matched on the face of it. But we should be able to hire mercenaries and put up a very good fight here. What is this war over, even? Embargo war. Probably Kent, which is a vassal of them, has put them up to this. Well, that's fine. We should be able to win this, I think, and presumably we'll get more money out of that than we did from Duhuerth. Not actually that much more, but still. But it'll have to wait for the next episode because we're just about out of time for this one, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.